It's the Kyle and Jackie O show this morning here at Kiss FM. One of our old friends. I reckon we've been friends with Koshy for a million years.
Underscoring old.
From Sunrise. You can check it out weekday morning. Starts at 5:30 a.m. on Channel 7. Last time, we only had your beautiful co-host in
I
here.
know. I was quite offended.
Why?
She said, I'm going into Kyle and Jackie O. and I said, oh, what am I, chopped liver? I've been
Koshy.
I'm the dinosaur that's
Never.
been dumped in all of this.
No,
We
my
like
friend,
to have
never.
you on individually because, you know, we see you as individuals, not as just...
Now, what a load of...
You are crap. You are sopping up something
am.
bad at my... But I wasn't offended because I wasn't meeting you. I'd heard about this Brooklyn bloke.
Oh, where have you been hanging around the gay saunas,
That
have
has
you?
quite... mainly from Michael Pell, our executive producer, who keeps Brooklyn this, Brooklyn that.
What are they saying about Brooklyn?
What sort of horrible things are they saying?
Talking
Is it
about
good?
Yes, very good. Talking about his talent on a whole number of different planes as well.
Is that right?
Not just his journalistic talent.
Oh, is that
so
right?
I want to put a face to the name. And
Brooklyn.
Well, nice to meet you,
Brooklyn, nice to
Koshy.
meet you too.
Yeah, I
And
don't
what's
know
it
what-
like to meet a real journalist?
It's always
Oh,
fantastic.
come on.
Yeah,
Come
You know,
on.
I
he
always
only-
feel very small.
You only got a TAFE certificate or something, didn't you? What did you get?
I don't even have a.
Not
yeah,
even a
I did.
TAFE
Well, I went to
certificate.
uni, but I dropped out. I got a job and
Yeah, I
just started
dropped out of
working
uni as well.
Oh,
I
there we
did
go.
exactly
Look at
the
that.
same.
How did you drop it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
seem, but you're the finance expert. You're
I know,
the host of
I
Sunrise.
was doing accounting,
Yeah.
and I got married, and the business editor of the Australian newspaper.
Yeah.
I was doing my accounting degree with his wife. Said, "You want to come and work for me as a cadet journo on the Australian?"
The
on
way it
business
used to
editor."
work's amazing, right?
I know, and I was an auditor at the time,
Yeah.
and even then,
How
I
boring.
knew I didn't want to do that in the
Oh, you
future.
knew.
So it was fabulous to get out.
Did
and
you
do it.
ever imagine you'd be hosting morning television?
No. Remember, I was asked to fill in for 3 months.
Yeah.
16 and a half years ago.
Is that how it
So,
started?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
what? Did after that 3.5 months, were they like, "We love you, we want to sign you," or did it just keep,
No, it just kept going along a bit, and
Yeah.
they noticed because no one watched us at the time. Our office was in a caravan in the car park of Channel 7 and Epping at the time. And I said I didn't really want to do the show because it was mainly a news show,
Right,
just
yeah.
reading auto cues. I said if I can be myself a bit, I'll give it a go. And they noticed a bit of a blip in the ratings. And
When you
said-
became yourself, they noticed an increase.
Well, when you added a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more personality into morning
sort
television.
of just not make it boring. So they said, hey, do you want to do it full time? And I said, not really. They made me an offer, and I said, well, no, not for that.
Not enough money,
And-
right? Cheap, was it? Cheap
and,
offer.
And I said, I'll do it if I have a bonus scheme.
Good man.
That if we get 50% of today's show audience, I get a bonus.
Yeah.
If we get between 50 and 75%, I get another one. If we beat it, I get another bonus.
Wow.
They said no.
No.
Did
They said no because it will never happen, and we don't want you to be demoralised.
Oh my God! What a demoralising
God.
statement.
I've still got the contract, and it was so. I said, look, I'm very prepared to take the gamble. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
I won't get demoralised if we don't do it, but that gives me a bit of an incentive. So it
Wow,
was
that's
fun.
amazing.
And how long did it take before you guys beat today?
18 months.
Oh,
Not long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were they just
So-
absolutely
Yeah,
shocked? Because
yeah.
clearly they weren't
Well,
expecting
they
that.
actually gave us an office in the building
Wow.
as a result.
So you were accepted in the family.
Yeah, exactly right.
See,
they didn't ignore us.
we did the same thing when we moved from the afternoon slot
Yeah.
into breakfast.
That's right.
They, weren't prepared to pay that much, but we backed ourselves and
Yeah.
said, well, if we
Yeah.
become number one, then we want the bonus here.
We want the $1 million each. Now I would never even be able to live on that measly amount. Oh God, I blow that in cigarettes a year.
But our little show, your show, is
Yeah.
like a startup.
Yeah, you're
Everyone
right.
talks about little startup businesses
Yeah.
and founders. You did that yourself,
Exactly, and you did yours yourself.
and you built an empire from it, and
Yeah.
that's what I love.
And Brooklyn, what's your dream? But get up close to the mic
Yeah.
there. Tell Koshy and me and Jackie, what's your dream in
My
life?
dream was always to work here, and I filled in for someone here, and then eventually, got the same thing. They said, "Oh, did you just want to stay on full time?"
What did they see in you, Brooklyn?
Nothing.
Well, ask them.
Cheap salary.
And what have you learned since you've been here?
that they won't pay more the better you are?
Because you're a dime a dozen in you. No, he's a cobbler. We love Brooklyn.
Yeah. This is my dream. I don't know what I want to do.
Remember when
you two
tell
split up.
Koshy what happened when you were dragged into the management office that time and roused upon for talking about filthy sexual escapades you were doing.
Oh, that always happens.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
What
and
are you talking about?
I just
he's
say
having gangbangs and all sorts of things. He's talking about it on air.
No.
whenever Michael
Yeah.
Pell's mentioned, that usually comes up.
Well, you keep hitting him up for a threesome, don't you?
Is that right?
With Michael and Dan.
What?
I hung out with them last weekend, and they invited me over.
For what?
Oh, really?
So it's not just me, but we're all just friends.
Oh,
This
listen
is
to
this is the gay world, Kosh.
Exactly.
You got it sorted.
At Sunrise, I'm a minority.
We're a minority here too.
Same
Don't worry.
here.
Yeah, so the straight people aren't even allowed to crack on in the workplace anymore, but all you gays seem to have got it
Because we
nailed.
don't complain.
You don't complain.
So, would you be a bear or a twink?
Oh,
Or an
I'm a
otter.
bit too old for
You're
a
an otter?
twink.
I'm a bear.
Maybe an
Yeah,
otter.
yeah, well,
Carl's
yeah,
a
you're a
bear.
100%. You don't get more
You'd be more
prisoners.
twink, wouldn't you?
You're more
I
of a
suppose,
twink.
yeah.
An old twink.
But a 31-year-old
A twonk.
twink,
You're
yeah.
a twonk.
Yeah.
Oh, your kids must be grown. Last time I saw your kids,
Yeah.
they were like young teenagers.
Yep. Sam, the eldest, has 3 kids.
Oh,
Bree
what?
has 2.
Are you kidding?
My son is getting married in Mexico
No way.
Oh well, I know someone else who got married in Mexico.
because he's marrying a Mexican.
Is he?
Oh,
So
that
we're
makes
getting
sense then.
married
Okay.
near her hometown.
Okay.
In a place called Tequila.
Oh, that
So-
sounds
Sounds
right
like-
up Brooklyn's alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a tequila distillery.
Is that
It
right?
has
Good
been
that.
very interesting organising this wedding because they said, when you want the mariachi band, you want
Oh,
it
the bloody mariachi band.
at 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I was thinking, reception doesn't start till 6. Why would we want it 2 or 3? They said AM
Oh, what?
to get you through to 5.
Oh my
That's when,
At a
that's when the
wedding.
wedding. And the drinks package only has tequila and scotch. I'm going, we've got 80 Australians coming for this.
Oh, my
you
God.
think they're going to get through to 4 o'clock in the morning just drinking tequila and scotch?
No.
And they said, if you want to organise your own wine, you bring it yourself.
Right, is that right?
Yeah, so it's going to be fun.
Bring
You
in
know,
the
lovely
wine.
lady.
Well, maybe lucky you get to Mexico. If you've got to go an all-nighter, you know, there's other things that are quite cheap over there as well. Keep things cranking. Brooklyn will tell you all about that. Oh, gee, now, what's the plan for you in the future? You want to stay on here until you die on the TV, or what's the plan?
Oh, look, well,
Because you look great.
well, if people still want me and listeners decide,
Yeah.
it's not management. If listeners keep aside, I love the job.
Yeah.
I thought my time was up at the end of last year. I thought 16 years, they want to get rid of me.
No, why would they?
And I'm happy. I was happy.
They
with
wouldn't
that.
want to
That's
get
fine.
rid of you.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So, and it was a bit of a surprise to resign, but I love it. I love the
You
job.
love it. You're good at it.
It is a bullshit job. Yeah, it's not like being a doctor or,
Yeah.
doing something worthwhile in the world. But you can actually,
But you
if you can use it to help other people do
Sure.
things. Like you've always been a great supporter of Father Chris Riley's Youth Off the Streets.
Yes, of course.
I do a lot for yachts. Lib and I have a youth centre at Macquarie Fields, a cost
Yeah.
centre for youth, and if you can use your position to do that sort of stuff,
It's
I
amazing.
really love it.
Yeah.
No,
Really love
good
it.
on you.
Yeah.
And what's the fallout been like with this Pauline Hanson thing? Because I actually missed it. Now I know we've got some audio. I haven't seen it, Koshy.
Right.
So
I haven't seen
can
it
you-
either.
can you
I've just
tell
read
me-
about
all
it.
I know is that it was a big deal. Like everyone was talking about it. But what happened? Did you go her or something?
Yeah, I went to her because her words, and probably I'm a bit too passionate about this because I do work with Muslim youth workers in
Yeah.
Western Sydney. Some of them are based in our youth centre at Macquarie Fields. That when politicians talk
Yeah.
and they pit Australians against Muslims and the scaremongering, these kids deal with it on the street.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they fear
true.
for their safety of normal people. And what happened in New Zealand just really got to me because we're a society now that's becoming a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
And so I sort of questioned, and Pauline's had a lot worse in Parliament. She's the leader of a major political party.
Yeah, she's had people go her before.
Yeah, I asked her to justify why she is so anti-Muslim.
Okay.
You make such bold claims. That every Muslim is terrible. Every Muslim is a threat because they don't look like us and they don't have our religion. It's like saying something
David,
stupid like every Catholic priest is a pedophile, which is a stupid thing
David,
to say.
I've
But it's the
called
same logic as you.
It is not. I have called
It
for
is.
people to stand up beside me, the Muslims, and the terrorist attacks that have happened in this country, because I've asked them to stand beside me to find the answers to all this that's happening. Go out to Fairfield and out to these other areas. Go and ask the Lebanese Christians what's happened to their country. They'll tell you exactly, and they're in fear of the same thing happening here. You might laugh about it. I don't think
I'm not
really,
laughing. I actually have a youth centre in those areas and know exactly what's happening out there.
I don't think you actually know what
Yes,
the hell's
I
happening.
do.
Oh, that
See,
would-
that sort of
would've pushed
tipped me
you
over
up.
the edge
Yeah.
because, and I've had my kids
Yeah.
take me on all the time. Why give her a platform? And I said, because she represents a big part of our population. It's a serious political party.
Yeah.
And I would rather talk to her and point out when she's leading us all astray or not telling the truth or talking fiction rather than fact, rather than the whole discussion go underground. I would rather make it public. So when she said I wouldn't know, that probably, I probably
You got annoyed.
I did go a bit too hard, and I accept that.
But it's
Because
live
I
television
just-
and fiery debates between two opposing views
Yep.
are what society needs.
And I'm passionate about it, and I've been trolled all week, which is fine. When you're on social media, you get trolled, it's fine. But then I get a letter from Father Chris and the youth team at
Yep.
Youth Off the Street saying, good on you, thanks for sticking up for us. More people have to do it because we feel it walking the streets.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I
When
felt
hate
when
language
I
is
saw
exposed.
that it happened in New Zealand? First of all, you think, "Oh God, no, that's terrible." No one wants anyone to be murdered. No. And then when I realised it was an Australian guy, I was horrified. And then when I saw it was a white Australian guy over in New Zealand doing that, killing all those people in prayer, I thought, for the first time, this is probably what a normal, everyday Muslim person feels when a terrorist that is Muslim does something terrible.
Yep.
They think, because I thought to myself, everyone's going to blame Australia. And that's how a Muslim must feel
Yep.
during when other terror attacks
And
happen.
you're
They think,
thinking they're going to tar me as an
exactly.
Australian with the same brush.
Exactly. That's what happens.
It is absolutely correct.
Yeah, and that's what
you're saying.
that's what a normal, everyday, going about their own business
Yeah.
Muslim family must feel. Oh God,
Yeah.
more trouble for me. And it's not them. It's extremists in any form.
Yep.
White, black, Muslim,
Yeah,
green,
yeah.
whatever.
Catholic,
They're the
Protestant,
nutcases.
whatever. Couldn't agree more. But politicians don't understand the power of their words, particularly in an election campaign.
Yeah.
It's from the playbook that the Romans started back in ancient times. You build somebody up that looks different to you, you make people hate them, and then everyone feels more secure in re-electing you.
Right.
And we just got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because Australia, we are so compassionate.
Yeah,
We are so understanding.
We're a melting pot of so many different cultures,
And we're proud of
we
it.
get on well with
We're
everyone.
inclusive, exactly. We're the best model in the world.
I
Let's
laugh
not
at my
bugger it
friends.
up.
I say to my Muslim friends, "Oh, you're missing out on this bacon double cheeseburger deluxe. Why could you not like bacon?" And they're like, "Bro, I just can't. I don't eat it."
And they laugh.
They laugh
because they have
with
a
us.
sense of humour.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they've
No,
grown
no.
up here
Anyhow.
and they know the sense of everyone's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't like when people are trying to divide people either. Hate it.
It's just a coward's way out. But
Yeah.
sometimes you offend people,
Yep.
whether it's Pauline or Nicole. And
Oh, she did it to Nicole Kidman.
How can you even
you
offend
mean it.
Nicole?
oh, come on.
What did I do?
You
Gosh,
brought up the freaking wigs. That's what happened. Unbelievable.
Like offending Mother Teresa.
It is. I know. I picked the wrong person.
And you know what she
At
said to
least
me?
you got Pauline.
Yeah.
I got Australia's most loved actress.
You know what Jackie said to me yesterday? She goes, "Can you in the ad?" She goes, "Are you going to ring Nicole and sort that out?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to say. I'll ring her. I'll sort it out. Don't worry."
Oh God!
Hey, it's
what do we
great to
do?
see you.
Thank
You
you for
keep
having
doing
me.
what you do.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Koshi,
your
thanks for
support.
joining
If
us.
I looked at that screen and you weren't on it, it would look wrong to me.
Thank you for that. I
You're
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Good on
well
you
done
guys.
on how
Brooklyn, don't
successful
ever
it's
think
been.
you'll be. He's good enough to be on TV one day. Do you think, or no?
Oh, yes.
Really?
I think
With
so.
that little,
go.
with that filthy little
You've
moustache.
got a bit of a touch of the Sam Mack to you.
Yeah, he
in
does.
terms
yeah.
of look.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well, that's no
When-
that's no
David-
positive thing.
When Samantha was in, what did she say? She thought I was from Love Island or something like that.
Oh, see, that's lying.
See, and that's been his line.
Yeah.
I was going to
What's
say,
your
I
favourite
forgot
club?
about that, but clearly you didn't.
What's that club in Oxford Street that you all
Arc.
go to?
Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his line in Arc.
Yeah.
To get to the head of the line.
That's right.
I'm from Love Island.
He doesn't mind being at the back of the line, let me tell you that. Koshi, great to see you.
Thank you,
Sunrise every weekday morning, 5:30 a.m. starts there on Channel 7. Great to see you, mate.
Thanks, Koshi.
Thanks, bro. There's Koshi this morning here at Kiss.